next salad is amazing. You're gonna love it. It's got lots of fun ingredients in here. Missing some. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Ta-da! Greens. Okay. Now, out of all these salads, I only used lettuce for one. And look how beautiful this is. It's dark spinach, dark leafy greens. I got those at Costco. They're fabulous. And this is way more exciting than eating regular greens. Did you guys know if you want a high protein diet, lots of people think they need lots and lots of protein. If that's you, quinoa's the way to go. And did you guys know that spinach is 40% protein? Yeah, it's great. So all of your greens, actually, all of your dark greens like kale, chard, spinach, broccoli, they have like between 30 and 40% protein in them. So you're getting a lot of protein in your greens. And the cool thing about getting your protein from greens instead of animal products is animal products, the protein is very hard to digest. They're very long, complicated proteins, and your body has to break them down into individual amino acids, which are the little building blocks of the proteins. And that's a lot of work for your body to do, to break down all those huge proteins into amino acids so you can use them. If you eat the protein through greens, it's pretty much already broken down into tiny small proteins or amino acids. So your body doesn't have to do any work to break down the protein and to be able to use it right away. So not only are they high in protein, but it's usable protein. And if you're getting your protein from meat or eggs or cheese or dairy products, those foods make your body really acidic. Like the more animal products you eat, the more acidic your body becomes. On the other hand, eating protein from greens and vegetables, you become alkaline. So another reason to do that as well. Okay, so we've got these beautiful greens. We're just gonna pile these babies on. Now, just so you guys can have a little bit of perspective about salads, for me, this salad is small, okay? When I have my special salad bowl at home, and it's like that size, right? And I fill it up with greens, and then I put all my stuff on the top and the dressing. This is my meal, okay? It's something between this size and this size. It's pretty big. So when I eat my salad for my main meal, it's not a tiny, like, little restaurant-sized salad, okay? So you've got to eat a lot. These are all like medium-sized portions of salads. So as you're working yourself up to eating more salads and more greens, just try to rethink your portion size. Grow your salad portion size to a very large plate or a very large bowl, and shrink your other stuff to be the side dishes, to make them the tiny dishes, okay? All right, here's our greens, and then we've got these. These are so much fun. They're called butter beans. You can really use any kind of beans on here. You can use kidney beans, garbanzo beans, white beans, black beans, you name it. I like these because they're super fun. Look how huge they are. Do you see those? They're giant. And they're so fun. And everybody that sees them, they're like, oh my gosh, what in the world is that? And it's a butter bean. Okay? Now, butter beans, beans in general, they help to lower your cholesterol. They help people with diabetes and people with blood sugar problems to level out their blood sugar. It stabilizes your blood sugar. They're also got lots of protein in them. They're going to be very filling. They're low calorie compared to their nutrients, so it's a high nutrition density. And it's also on the Dr. Furman Get Rid of Your Diseases plan, beans. It's one of those things. So if you can just add beans onto all your salads, it's going to help you. Now here's another way to eat your jicama. Here's the jicama French fries I was telling you about that my daughter likes. Actually, we'll put those on in just a second. Here's the mushrooms. Now these, you can saute your mushrooms if you like, but again, the more you process them, the less nutrients they'll have. So I take these mushrooms, just soak them in the marinade overnight, and then I put them in the dehydrator for like 2 hours, and then they're so tasty. Now when I took photos of this salad, it looked like there was steak strips. I used the big portobello mushrooms instead of the tiny ones, and it really looked like there was steak on my salad. So it's another meat recipe from Cafe today. It's not beef, but it tastes like beef, so we call it meat. Okay. Tomatoes. Again, you want to put anytime you can put red and green onto the same plate, you're going to be very glad you did. And this is a salad that I like to keep all the components separate because after that sits together, it doesn't last very long. So I keep all of these just in separate bowls or containers, and then when I'm ready to eat the salad, I just pile it on, and then it's fresh. Onions again. I like red onions because of their color and just because of the mild flavor. You can use any kind of onions you want. With any of these recipes, if you can't handle raw onions, you can either marinate them or you can just saute them real quick, and that takes the bite off too, and you're still going to get a lot of health properties out of sauteed onions. And walnuts. This is a super filling salad. You've got the beans, you've got the mushrooms, which are really filling, and then the nuts as well. And these give a nice little crunch to it. And they're also filling. They've got your omega-3s. Did I tell you about walnuts, how they fight cancer, they help you reverse diabetes, they help you lose weight? Did I tell you about all that?
Brain food.
Brain food. Oh, that's right. Super high in omega-3s, which is great brain food. They're also anti-inflammatory. They did this study on walnuts, and people that ate like an ounce of walnuts a day, their risk for heart disease and diabetes and lots of other stuff went down just because of the anti-inflammatory effects of walnuts. And if you're trying to get therapeutic effects from your nuts, it doesn't take that much. Like an ounce a day is the minimum amount for therapeutic benefits from raw nuts. And so an ounce a day is like 14 half walnuts or 7 whole walnuts. That's about how much you need for the therapeutic benefits and the anti-inflammatory benefits of walnuts. That's really not that much. You can eat it in trail mix, you can eat it on salad. And again, if you're eating your walnuts in your salad, it's going to help you absorb 10 times more of the nutrients from the salad as if you don't put the walnuts on there. Ooh, how pretty is that? I hear angels singing when I'm looking at this. So pretty. Now this is okay, so let's say I get this comment from a lot of women, like, okay, I'm trying to do this diet, but my husband won't give up meat. He doesn't want to be hungry all the time, and he doesn't want to eat like a rabbit. This is the salad I recommend. It's got beans, it's got mushrooms, it's got avocados, it's got nuts, it's got all that filling stuff in there. You won't be able to finish this. Like, that's how filling and satisfying it is. And when you get done, you really feel like you've eaten hearty meat kind of meal when you get done with this. So if you've got people in your family that, think that salad is for rabbits or for wimps or it's not going to fill them up, this is the way to go. They will not be disappointed, and this will be the transformation point for them right there. And then we'll just do something cute with these because we can. It's all about aesthetics, right? Presentation is everything. So we're just going to make a little French fry fan out of that. There, it's cute, right? You feel like you're at a fancy restaurant? Okay. And then we have this fabulous honey mustard sauce that we're just going to put all over the top of it right here. You're going to love this honey mustard. The way that it combines with the mushrooms is to die for. I'll show you how to make that in 1 second. Let's move all this out of the way. Now, here's another easy salad dressing. Salad dressing should not take more than 4 or 5 minutes to make it, and pack it up and put it in the fridge. I love these squirt bottles. Here's the pros and cons of the squirt bottles. They're made out of plastic. Oil is a carrier and a solvent, so any kind of fat is going to dissolve the plastic and absorb it into the food, and then you're going to get the plastic crap. So I only use these for classes when I just have to do presentation. It's best to put your salad dressing in glass, okay? It's going to dissolve all the plastic toxins, and you're going to be eating that. You don't want to do this. So if I have it in plastic, it's only temporary for a couple minutes just so I can put it on stuff, and then it's out of the plastic and it's stored in glass, okay? So what I do is I have lots of salad dressing bottles left over from the days when I eat salad dressing from the store, and I just kept all of them. I had a whole box of them, and so now I make salad dressing, fill up my old salad dressing containers, put them in the fridge, and it's perfect. Or you can use mason jars or any kind of glass jars. You can actually go to the dollar store, and they have lots of cute glass bottles with corks on them. So there's lots of cool ways you can store your salad dressing in glass. And the prettier it looks, the more inclined people will be to eat it. All right, we've got right here is Dijon mustard. Look at the label carefully because Condiments have lots of stuff sneaked in there that you shouldn't be eating. So check for chemicals and additives and preservatives and that all mysterious spices category. So if it says spices on there, it probably, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, it's probably not good for you. I get everything organic if I can. And the way things are right now, most of the time, organic stuff is pretty much the same price as other stuff. It might be a little bit more, but it's definitely worth it. That's honey. Here's oil. This is your extra virgin dark olive oil, organic. And also this salad dressing as well, if you don't want to put so much oil in there, you can do it without the oil and it's fine. Got a little bit of apple cider vinegar and salt. Now if you'll notice, a lot of these salad dressings have similar components in them, right? They've got salt, they've got pepper, they've got oil, they've got honey, they've got vinegar. And this is because we need to make foods really tasty and to even make them addictive, you've got to have all the flavor components in there. And the three magic flavor components are fat, salt, and sugar, right? That's what the potato chip industry and Doritos and everything, that's what they do. They make the perfect combination of fat and salt and sugar to make it totally addictive, right? So when you're making your salad dressings, make sure that it's not a flat taste. You need something kind of tart. You need something salty. You need something sweet. So for the salty things, you can put in salt, or maybe tamari, which is a healthier soy sauce. For the sweet, you can put in honey or fruit. For the fat part, you can put in nuts or avocados or a little bit of oil. For the, let's see, what did I forget? Oh, there's lots of salad dressings that are good with a little bit of spice to them, so you can add a little bit of hot peppers or chipotle peppers or something like that. So the better you can get at combining all the flavors, the sweet and the sour and the salty and the savory, the better you can get at that, the more delicious your stuff is going to be. So just pay attention if something just doesn't taste right. Like try adjusting the acidic part of it, try adjusting the salt, try adjusting the sweet, and usually just with those three things being adjusted, it'll fix any recipe that's gone amok. All right. Here we go. Ta-da, honey mustard. That was easy, and it's delicious. You haven't tasted it yet, have you? But you're gonna find out in a second that it's fabulous.